naturally fermented pickles. That's what it looks like as soon as you make it. That took about 5 minutes to put that together, and that's what it looks like after 5 to 7 days. Naturally fermented pickles. It's really good for your gut health, really good probiotics, lactobacillus. It's a sour pickle. The recipe for my naturally fermented pickles is below in the comments section. So my recipe calls for 2 jars, but I'm only going to show you 1 today. So I've got a 1 liter jar. Now, the important thing is that you have really good cucumbers. They have to be homegrown or buy them at a farmer's market. You can't buy them at a grocery store because they put some sort of a wax on. And I've lost 3 batches trying to make my pickles with the store pickles. And you want to cut off the blossom end. You can see where it's attached to the stem here, and then the blossom end. If you don't cut it off, it can go kind of soft. So I'm going to put these into the jar, and I've soaked these in water for about 15 minutes, ice water. A good, clean ice water. There you go. I can fit probably about 7 pickles. They're about 5 inches in length. And then there were some soft spots, so I cut them on an angle. So I cut the bad parts out. I've got a couple of small little ones there. Now, next step is I've got some garlic. And I've got 4 whole cloves here. And I've peeled them and cut them in half. And I'm just going to stick them into the jar. And I've got a wedge of sliced onion, just a little wedge. Put that in there too. And now I'm going to stuff my dill in. I've got some fresh dill from the dock. I'm just going to stuff that in there. It smells really good. It's from the dock planter. There you go. And I've got some pickling spice and some peppercorns and a little bay leaf. So in that goes. Now you can do coriander and mustard seed and make your own pickling spice, but I just prefer to buy it. Shake that down. It's really good. And I've got my salt. This is a kosher salt. And I'm going with a 3.5% brine solution. I'm just going to dissolve that. While that's dissolving, I'm going to use a cabbage leaf, and I'm going to fold it in such a way. And the reason why I have a cabbage leaf is to hold everything down because I don't want it to float. So I'm just going to pack it in like that, the flat side up. That's going to hold everything down while we pour our mixture on top, our brine. This is so simple to make. But again, it's the pickles that are really important. The little Kirby pickles, the little 4 inchers. There you go, that's nicely dissolved. So I'm just going to pour this in. And take it up to about a 1/2 inch from the surface. And you can throw away any extra brine that you have. So I like that. Now, there are 2 types of lids. I do a lot of natural fermenting, and I bought a special lid. And it's got a little hole in the top. And so as the air expands, it'll just automatically burp. That's a wide mouth mason jar. But to show you, because a lot of people don't have that type of airlock, I'm just going to use a regular lid. It's just a regular mason jar lid. I'm going to cap it like that. And that is just going to sit on the counter for 5 to 7 days. And what you can do in the morning, and you can just tap the side, you can see the bubbles coming up. It's going to get nice and cloudy like this. And then what we do is we just open this every day just to let some of the air escape. It's going to be sitting on the counter out of direct sunlight for 5 to 7 days. And the optimal temperature for making pickles is 68 degrees. And in the fall, that's when you want to make it, not when it's really super hot. So let's take a look. This is what it looks like. There's a batch from a week ago, and you can see how cloudy that is. So we want to take the lid off. You shouldn't have any mold, but you might. So, and you can smell the sourness of it. So there's my cabbage. So after you've taken the leaf out, it's time to go into the fridge. So this is going to go into the fridge, And that'll be used up probably within, I would say a month. And then this one here, I'll just take the cabbage leaf off in about 5 or 6 days. You can see the difference in color, how vibrant green this is and how cloudy that one is. These are my naturally fermented pickles. Thanks for watching.